So these are the three primary types of mentorship programs. So first up, we have the independent research project. So this is where if you are looking into something very specific that you can work with together with your mentor. So some examples might be, let's say you're interested in business, right? You could create like a business plan with your mentor. One of our past students worked with a professor of economics at UPenn to research the economic impact of COVID-19, migrant workers in Asia, and then also created a research paper that was published in a youth humanities academic journal.
Great. Thanks, Danielle. And I just wanted to touch on a couple of questions. So we have great mentors, great professors for genetics, particularly some of our experts in biology and biomedical engineering are phenomenal for that. AI is one of our most popular subjects, and we have incredible experts in AI, computer science, electrical engineering, machine learning, software engineering, who would be thrilled to work with you on an AI-focused program. And Vaishali, I see the question about getting started for the IIP. We'll answer that at the very end, but basically you would get in touch with your representative, your contact at Manya, and they would get you into an initial evaluation with me.
All right, the next option is an internship option. This is more like a traditional model of internship. So this is where you could work with your mentor on a current project that they are working with. This is only with select mentors, since it can be quite difficult to find something that you have enough experience with to jump in on your professor's project. But we also have professors that will like to act as like an IT manager or something like that to give you the experience and like the feeling of working in like an internship kind of environment, which is great. So if that's something you really, really, really want, like you really want to have that experience of working in like a academic environment, you can let your mentor know and they could arrange that with you as well, even if you're focusing on a topic of your interest rather than one of your mentor's current projects. And a past example would be one of our students that worked with a professor of psychology and was studying the impact of solitary confinement on mental health of incarcerated individuals.
And the other example that Danielle was just mentioning was one of our great professors at MIT, who actually is just getting started with one of his students in a bit more of a traditional internship. But this has happened, like we see here in psychology, and in other science fields. Like this reminds me a bit, Danielle, of Dr. Yankovic, who is doing some amazing work with students on projects that she's currently running related to clean energy and material sciences. So there's some really exciting options there.
For sure. And this is by far the most popular one, is deeper learning, because a lot of our students just really want to learn more on a topic that they are unable to learn about in high school and really want to prepare for university. Or we also have students that took a break, but either after university or in between, and they want to re-up their knowledge to get back into an academic field. So both of these are great for deeper learning. And this is just where you will focus on a specific area of a subject you are passionate about and expand your knowledge there. So one example would be to work with a professor of film to study mid-20th century war dramas. And this professor would incorporate this knowledge into a screenplay for a film created by a student-led group. So we had the war question, military question. So this is a great example of that. And there's so many more options, especially in the engineering fields and other sciences, where your professor will even recommend you a textbook that their students are currently using in university and will help you work through exercises and things like that to really, really give you the experience you need to excel at a university level.
You guys, I am loving the questions. There are so many, and that's amazing. Let's get to some more of them. Eligibility for IIP in finance. We have amazing finance professors and economics. For example, one amazing professor at Wharton at UPenn, the top undergraduate business school in the US, who's a professor of finance there. We also have two mentors from the Rhode Island School of Design, one who's an expert in in computer science and one who's an expert in environmental studies. So if those match for you, that could be a really, really good fit. The program length, again, like Danielle mentioned, is 2 months. And we do run this program for both high school students as well as undergraduates who are preparing for a master's degree. So yes, graduates, even graduates who are preparing for a PhD, we definitely have the program available for them. It can be a little bit more intensive based on your background. Computer science, absolutely. Human resource management, again, that's we would have to look a little bit more deeply into our business school professors to see what options we have there. But plenty of people in software fields as well. And back to you, Danielle.